I need a 30 for 30 to show that I'm different like Jordan and Pippen. I need a 30 for 30 like Jalen and Webber. Nobody gon' fuck on my click. I need a 30 for 30. What it is, folks, we're back again with another episode of the realest, most entertaining sports show in the game.
Rose, hit with that Jalen Rose.
Put it on something. Got my brother Tim G. Jacob. Y'all can't tell this, my brother Tim G. Jacob right here, but he got 50 piece all flats down here. But that's Tim G. Jacob, America.
Yeah, man.
What business here, man?
Man, I'm chilling, man. Just glad to be here for a 50 piece, man. Let's get to the
business. America.
The business.
Yes, America. If you don't know, this is our 50th.
Educated.
50th episode. And that's an accomplishment in this podcast game. There's a lot of folks that think they just gonna roll a podcast out here and they just gonna be in it and we gonna do it. I'm about to start me a channel. It's a lot of work.
It's some work.
It's a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be persistent. So we about to turn up in this thing. We popping bottles in this thing and we celebrate. You know what I'm saying? We glad that you could be here with us for our 50th episode. You know what I'm talking about? But before we get into it, I got to tell you that this is sponsored by Statement Tees. That Statement Tees, every t-shirt you wear makes a statement. And y'all see the statement that I'm making tonight? A statement that all of us should adhere to, which is to stay humble and hustle hard. Stay humble and hustle hard. And that's what we do at IG Entertainment, without a doubt. My brother JoJo couldn't be here with me today. He got a lot of technical difficulties. I think it's the federal government messing with us, but they ain't finna stop shit, America. You understand? They ain't finna stop shit around this bitch. We're gonna keep this motherfucker rolling. Unfortunately, America, that's really the only thing I got to pop a bottle about. T, I can't strike up the band for yet another week.
I told y'all stop acting like they wasn't coming, because they were coming.
You told us Faison Love was coming, didn't you?
Faison wasn't playing. Dawson Odoms, much respect.
Hey, no, I respect her.
Much respect.
I respect
Much respect. Hey, man, Prime got some work to do, man.
A lot of work, T.
You know what though? I know we could deep dive into this and do all the stuff that we normally do.
This what we do.
I'm gonna just say it like this. And I got family members that have worked at Jackson State. I got family members that have went to Jackson State, got their bachelors. I think they've gotten their masters from Jackson State. I used to get my hair cut at Jackson State when I first moved here back in the day at Tiger Modernized. Them old heads know what Tiger Modernized was. Down there right by the bowling alley in the old student union. I used to get my hair cut there.
Okay.
But look, it's all come full circle now, right? And you've gotten one of the greatest names to ever be a part of your campus, your school, your legacy. But that don't change the wins. You got to get them. But now what I'm scared, what I don't like and what I'm hearing is how this narrative is changing right now. You know what they're saying to me right now? And this is just me taking what I'm hearing.
Okay.
And digesting it.
Okay.
They're giving Prime a pass.
Who that? The people?
It just coming to me in terms of national media, etc. They're giving Prime a pass. They're giving Prime a pass by basically saying, well, in the fall, you got them ones coming, them transfers. They put it up on the screen in the Southern game. The transfers that are coming. Shadir coming. The other kid that was ESPN 300 coming. I mean, you got these kids coming. What that got to do with right now today? Because today, at this point, Jack State's still supposed to be N-O. I can't say we, because I come from an Alcorn household.
Right.
My wife is Alcorn fan. Is Alcorn State alumnus.
She is.
I can't do that. So basically, what I can say is
Your sister too. Got
yep,
y'all,
my sister.
Kayla.
Oh shoot, my bad. Forgot my sister.
Yeah.
It's all. This is where we at. They trying to
Now,
let Prime make it though.
T, now when you got a new coach come in, you do got to give him time to get his guys in. But America, if you didn't watch the game, before we get deep dive into it, we're gonna get
Okay.
into it
Okay.
because some might not have watched it. Just to give them a little rundown of some of the things that transpired. Southern had a dominant first drive, ending in the score, and T from that first drive, I was already thinking to myself, I might not be striking up the band. Now and Southern was favored in this game, by the way. I finally got a chance to see the bet now. They going into it, Southern was favored. Now what got to me, and what I'm not gonna give them a pass on, like you saying, okay, I'm with you on this. After they scored that touchdown, T, they got that onside kick. They come back to coaching. Especially when Jack State been having special teams problems the entire year. That shouldn't happen. Okay, that shouldn't happen. Jack State had a horrible play call in execution on 4th down. In the second quarter, they ran like a quarterback draw on 3rd and 4. It just was terrible. Basically, if you watch that game, you know that Southern's quarterbacks, well, the first quarterback they said was a better runner than passer. The guy off the bench was supposed to be the better passer, but he missed some throws too. But it seemed like if they had just competent passers, it would have been worse than 34-14. It really would. Because Jack State offense did not look good. They had the explosive throw. The ball went down the field off play action. Like I said, Southern switched QBs, but the other one, he missed a touchdown as well. The other guy threw a couple bad picks. Now I do want to speak on something, but I'm gonna wait on that. On just the telecast from ESPN. I'm feeling some type of way. I'm feeling some type of
You might as well
way.
go ahead and get it to him, man.
No,
This is show
no,
50.
I wanna. I'm gonna give him that. I'm gonna give him that at the tail end of this. I want us to focus on the football first, and then don't let me get off this motherfucker without taking ESPN to task and taking myself to task. Taking myself to task for some fuck shit I said last week. But that's why we real, because we'll check ourselves on putting on something.
Right.
And I'm gonna check myself.
We will.
But Prime went for this. This was the biggest thing that'll make me piggyback on something you said somewhat, T. And I told my brother PT, who is one of the biggest boosters at Jackson State, I told him I gotta say something about this, man. That 4th and 14 call near midfield. 4th and 14. That shit resulted in a sack. Which last week, Jackson State was horrendous against the blitz. Horrendous against the blitz against Alabama State. You 4th and 14. You punt the fucking football. You pin them back. You let your defense play, especially when they quarterbacks not doing well. But you go for it on 4th and 14. Well, you a long yardage situation. Yeah, you're on a blitz. Because I know your receivers got to get deeper. That's going to take them longer to get deeper. So if I blitz, that's going to decrease the amount of time they got to run their routes, right?
That's right.
Them motherfuckers got sacked. That shit led to a touchdown by Southern. That's on Prime.
That's on Prime.
Because Prime been going for it on some weird shit several games now, and you keep hearing the commentators talk about like that was strange. That's not in anybody's textbook, but hey, he's Coach Prime. No, fuck that. That was done. I would not have gone for that shit on Madden.
Nope.
Unless it's 4th quarter and I'm down and I ain't got no choice. That shit ain't got nothing to do with no recruiting class there. That shit just wasn't smart. And that kind of shit got to be cleaned up. Because the guys in the barbershop in the Jackson that I know in the central Mississippi that I know, them motherfuckers ain't finna they ain't finna care about that too long now. They ain't gonna care about that too long.
They ain't going right now.
You hearing some things?
Well, no, I ain't hearing nothing. I ain't been out there, man. I'm just being honest though. They ain't going right now. You told the people and That's what you told them.
That's
So
true.
and people believed in it. I mean, the marketing plan is there. It was there. It's just about the execution now.
Right.
And really the execution ain't nothing but the W's. I mean, what I will say though, wh- again, I go back to what I said last week. You got 2 weeks. Last week's game was a warning shot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, 2 weeks ago, that game was a warning shot. That
Alabama,
was
Alabama State.
Alabama State. That was a warning shot. Really, your warning shot was really Grambling because you got
Was
a
it though?
blessing.
We did. Now that we, I thought we were in the end zone. They say we wasn't in the end zone. Okay, cool. But then the kid made the play, knocked it, caused the fumble when they were heading to the end zone. But that
Yep.
could have been an L.
Yes.
That could have been an L. Okay, so you got Edward Waters, who shit, they even smaller than Jack State. You got Valley, who is Valley. I mean, no disrespect to Valley, but
That's just
Jack
what it
State
is.
State beating Valley. That's just what
Yep.
happens. They beat
Yep.
Valley. So then you're looking at Grambling, we one play from losing. Alabama State, I mean, we just goddamn that boy cut up. They what's the kid name again?
Ezra Gray. Ezra
Ezra
Gray.
Gray. That
Yep.
kid cut up. We might have sent that kid to the league.
Yep.
And this game was just atrocious. Now, there was some things that we did that we could have had ourselves in the game. I mean, 34-14, you know what I'm saying, there's, damn near 3-score game. Like going for it on 4th and 14.
That don't.
If we pin them back, they don't get that touchdown going into the half.
That's right.
If we don't do that, they don't get that touchdown going into halftime.
That's right.
Still couldn't run the ball.
Nope.
Couldn't run the ball. Just like our running backs couldn't run the ball against Alabama State. We the numbers made it look like we were running the ball, but that was off the quarterback running the football, and that's not going unless you got Lamar in college or something like that. You're not finna really sustain that shit. You know what I'm talking about? So I don't know. Till you think I was striking up the band too much? That what you trying to tell me? I shouldn't have been striking up the band when I was striking that motherfucker. I was happy. I was happy.
It's nothing wrong with being down for Prime and wanting to see Prime do well. We are fans of Prime.
Right.
We think of Prime as one of the greatest athletes we've ever seen.
No
We
doubt.
want the man to be successful.
Want the institution to be successful.
But yes, but understand though, I think Prime, and I don't know if Prime just like, well, I'm gonna just wait till these boys come.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes it just takes making a really great impression.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, I think you've had 2 weeks to really dissect Southern and see what Southern's weak at and make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
Change up what you're doing offensively because it didn't look like they did anything different to me offensively, in my opinion. I don't think they did.
Yeah.
So you got to change something up. You got to do something a little different, man, because Southern knew to apply pressure, and that's what they did. And it's like Jackson State didn't do anything differently to address that.
Now, if you watched the presser like I did, so like Prime throwing everything back on execution. We telling the guys the exact thing to do. I think in something he even said, if y'all could hear what we sending out, y'all would know we telling them right, but they got to get it done type of thing. But again, I'm going back to some of this shit. I don't give a fuck what play you called on 4th and 14.
Yeah, that's right.
You don't go unless what the fuck were we running? Who we got? We got Kurt Warner throwing that bitch. So do we got one of these accurate ass quarterbacks of all time or something to throw that bitch?
You ain't got that
We
guy.
ain't got that.
We ain't got that guy. Or a guy that can cover up the quarterback's mistakes. We don't have those guys.
Yeah, okay. Oh, you got just somebody that's finna mouse coverage, like just mouse. Like I'm just gonna throw it up to him on this 4th 14. No, and then the onside kick, like I said, all that kind of stuff. It comes to preparedness.
And really right now, man, I think they're in kind of a rock and a hard place because next week is gonna be so different. I know we're gonna get into that.
Yeah.
But what they telling me about next week, it's like, well,
They
this
throwing
don't
it now.
bode well.
Yeah.
This don't bode well. They talking about this kid over here is pro talent.
That's what I'm hearing. Yeah,
This
we're
ain't
gonna
what
get
we
into
want.
that. That's what I'm hearing.
You know?
I don't know, man. Now I gotta be 100 with you, T. I love Prime. You know I love Prime. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
That's my favorite football player ever.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But I'm a former coach now. And I'm not saying I coach basketball and track. Okay.
Right.
But coaching is coaching.
Yep.
And competitiveness is competitiveness and competitive drive. And he different. Every coach ain't the same. But just at me, fuck me being coach. As a Jack State fan, when I see us get our ass whooped like that, and then I see my head coach up here with just the posts and shit. I know that's
Right.
Prime. You take what you get with Prime. But
Right.
just as a fan, I don't want to see that shit. I want to see us working. I want to see it. Like I saw him doing a motivational speech or something before the practice. The message was great. I'd rather not see that. I'd rather know that your head's down and you getting them boys ready for this next game.
Yeah.
But this shit gotta get cleaned up. Okay,
Got
because you're
to.
right. I can't just wait on them recruits to come in because I need to coach those young men in front of me.
Yep.
And because I don't like that either. I don't like to hear from the head coach when these other guys coming, because that means you don't believe in the guys in front of you.
Yep.
And
You
if
can
you
lose the
keep
locker room.
boom.
You can
If
lose the
they
locker room.
keep hearing that, eventually they're gonna say, man, this man think I'm trash. He waiting on these other folks to come because he think I'm garbage.
Yep.
I ain't gonna play for this man. So
Nope.
we gotta kind of slack up off it. But I'm gonna end this motherfucker with this team. I gotta take ESPN to task.
All right.
And I'm gonna take my motherfucking self to task for this. America, if you fuck with us for real, you saw last week we did a segment about the media coverage of Jack State. My brother Ray C's Leo on that segment. Good segment. And I posed the question, basically, should Jackson State and other SWAC schools move their games to the spring to kind of monopolize that time and not have to deal with competing with the SEC and all that kind of shit?
Right.
Fuck that. Fuck that.
All right.
I'm watching the game on ESPN. Southern got the ball and fucking mid-play. This shit just go dead. Shit just go dead. And they put commercials on for the longest. I don't know what the fuck going on. I ain't never seen that shit happen when I'm watching an SEC game on ESPN. I'm like, man, what the fuck is this? So then I asked one of my other brothers in America, I'm like, brother, what the fuck is this? And he was like, man, yeah, they on ESPN, but they still got the ESPN3 crew running that shit. So they still treating us like other, but they trying to get them ratings about it.
Yeah.
So fuck what I was talking about. Fuck that trying to change who the fuck we are to get on their networks. What needs to happen is BT and Revolt. Ain't Revolt black on?
Yeah, it's Diddy.
Diddy or
Ain't it?
something?
Yeah, it's Diddy, ain't
Diddy
it? Yeah.
motherfucking ass and whoever running BT. I think BT though, I own by Viacom or something though.
They are.
Diddy. Sean Diddy Combs. Get the SWAC and the MEAC on your shit.
Yeah,
All them games should be broadcast on that shit.
Yeah.
Prime is showing you now it's a gate. It's a gate for it. It's eyeballs gonna be on the shit.
Yeah.
Put that shit on our stations.
Yeah.
And treat us right. Cause obviously them I'm like, what the fuck? Cause I'm watching it as a journalist, cause we gotta come on here. And I'm not knowing what the fuck going on. And that don't happen on your ESPN, the big one. This ain't even ESPN2. This on the one.
The one. Yeah. And
that shit just went blank for all that time. I'm like, man, it's some fuck shit. Fuck that shit, man. They need to get that shit right. So I'm calling on us, the black-owned folks. Oprah, put it on. You ain't got no sports content. Put it on. Fuck it. Diversify the damn channel. You know what I'm saying? put that motherfucker on there, man, cause they need to tighten up with that shit, just like Jack State needs to tighten up for the rest of this swag play.
Yeah, no doubt.
My kids wanted me to tell y'all to make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me across all social media platforms, like the videos, and share them. Did I forget anything?
And turn on the post notifications.
Y'all heard them. And also, visit Statement Tees, LLC.com and shop with us. That's Statement Tees. Every t-shirt you wear
Makes a statement.